most people are going to be holding these altcoins literally to zero because they're not going to be patient enough to know when altcoin season is coming. Now, there's two key factors, two key charts of when alt season will show up. Let's break it down. All right, so according to blockchaincenter.net, altcoin season is not happening right now. It has a rating of 47. And there's a lot of frustration in the market when it comes to alts because of two key charts. And we're going to break down these charts. But before we do, let me ask you something. Is your portfolio majority of coins or projects in the top 10, maybe top 20, or is it everything else? Be honest and comment down below in the video. Are you building your portfolio of majority only Bitcoin and ETH and XRP, Sol, but majority of the top 10? Or are you playing the wild, wild west game and buying just everything that hits the market? And I think you got to be very careful. But the two charts that you got to be aware of when alt season is going to happen, and I'm going to do this in reverse. It's going to be this total 3 chart, okay? This is all of the money in crypto taking out the Bitcoin and the Ethereum market, okay? So you remove, essentially, 2.1 trillion, 400 billion. So take out $2.5 trillion, and you get this chart right here. Now, we really haven't seen a break above the previous 2021 high. I mean, you had a fake breakout there, but on the monthly time frame, nothing broke out. Now, I like using fibs, and if we go from the COVID low to this high, the market almost came back 80%, okay, 88.6. If you actually go down to the weekly here, you could actually even go from this level here where you had the sell-off, and it came back. Here's the point. My opinion is we see 2.5 to 3.5 trillion on this chart, okay? We could get into the others chart, which is like real altcoins. I have another video on that. But Bitcoin and ETH, take it out, which means there needs to be growth everywhere else in the market, but specifically in these projects number 4 to number 35 to 50, okay? That's going to be, I think, some of the most conservative plays right now where we are currently at because we haven't seen the altcoin explosion yet. So number one, this chart needs to break out. Until we start to trade above 1.1, 1.2, there's not going to be the big run yet. Position yourself accordingly. Number two, what will lead to this chart breaking out is the Bitcoin dominance. And I want you to go to the bottom of the screen here, and I want you to look at this big spike in volume down here. And I want you to look at where that happened in the market, where you had this aggressive Bitcoin dominance push up and a fast move down. Okay, and we might have just seen that recently on October 10th, but look at this other big spike, okay, on BTC dominance. We can see that right here in volume. Market actually spiked up. Is this going to repeat itself? Until it does, there is no altcoin season. And if you're over leveraged and if you're overexposed on too many altcoins, then you need to look at the top 10. And you need to say, okay, or top 15. What do I not have in my portfolio? I'm not telling you to buy Bitcoin here, and I'm not telling you to buy Ethereum. All my students know when we called out the Bitcoin buys and the Ethereum buys. It's what's next, and that's the narrative that we're playing. But until that narrative becomes mainstream and for altcoins to go mainstream again, this chart has to go under 54%. And I think it will, and I think the explosion is going to be insane for some alts. Currently, today, Tau is at 507. If you've been subscribed to my channel, we've been talking about Tau since $200. ICP is up 17% today. The altcoin season does happen, but it doesn't happen when you want. And you have to understand that for when this move down happens, this move up happens. When this move down happens, this move up happens fast and aggressive. Just like in 2021, it will be a couple months where things will run and then things will slow down, euphoria will set in, And if you're subscribed to the channel, I'll let you know when we're going into euphoria.